For today's video, I figured I would just give you guys an updated everyday makeup tutorial just because a lot of techniques have changed. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the products are almost exactly the same, but I have added things like eyeliner and things like that. So hopefully this answers some of your questions that you may have had, because I do get some questions about like my everyday makeup and I'm always like, I already have one, but also it's really outdated even though I am using the same product. So I figured I would just do, you know, an updated one. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. You know, if you want to know how I do my face, then just keep watching. The first thing I'll typically do is a concealer. Now, because I am going to do more of like a full coverage type, even though this is not full coverage because I'm literally not going to wear foundation, but I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Sand. I literally don't use any other concealer. I have tried other ones. I think in my last video I actually did the, was it the Revolution one? I'm pretty sure I tried that one, and honestly I thought I would like it, but I just found myself going back to this one because I don't know, something about this concealer that I liked way more. So something that I started actually doing differently is I let the concealer kind of sit for a little bit and kind of get tacky. Now I don't know if you can see because I obviously don't have the camera that close, but I did like a very sheer, like I'm not like packing it on. That's what I like about this, is this concealer is not super thick. Now if I'm going to do like barely any makeup for the day, I'll usually just do like a couple dots and then rub it in, but because I am going to go a little bit more fuller coverage, this is it. Like, oh actually hold on, forgot I actually bring it down the nose, and that's it. That's the only like foundation thing that I put on my face. I don't know, I honestly guys have not worn foundation in, like, I'm being dead ass, I think the last time I wore foundation was January. While I let this kind of sit and get all tacky, I guess I will start by talking about the eyelashes. This is probably my #1 question that I get on my channel. I'm not even trying to sound like this is the #1 question, but I'm not even kidding. Everyone always asks me, even when I'm out, people actually think I'm wearing extensions. There's like this one site, it looks kind of sketchy, but someone in my comments one time said that they actually have ordered from it and it's not that bad. Personally for me, I don't want to enter any of my card number or anything on that, so literally the only place I could find these eyelashes is either Home Goods, like TJ Maxx, or Marshalls. It's like that chain. I have the Cosmania, you'll see it'll say that, or it'll say actually on the top, I don't know if you can see, it says Pro Beauty Essentials, and it's always gonna say lashes for days. Now this is what I originally started with, so I have a video on actually these lashes, but I'm pretty sure the box is pink and black, not green and black, so they're always in a different box. I don't know why, but it's literally the same thing. I think it's because the pink box is actually the lashes for days up here and not Cosmania. So this is Cosmania Glam Wispies, and as you can see I got them from Marshalls for $8, and this is what they look like. So this is what I started with, and this is kind of what gives it that extension look. And then I have these ones that are the same as Cosmania. As you can see, I got these at TJ Maxx for $6. Now it's not these lashes and it's not those ones on top. As you can see, I completely ran out, and this is what they look like. So in my recent videos, these are the lashes that I'm always wearing. You know, finally TJ Maxx opened up and I could not find these, so I'm really upset, but hopefully, you know, they'll start to restock on these. They're kind of similar. Again, don't mind my crusty ones at top or the bottom, but this is the ones I like, and this is the most closest I could find, so they're kind of the same. Yeah, we're pretty much going to be wearing these. I have some old crusted up ones that I have right here, so I just want to show you guys my eyes really quick. I'm gonna actually rub this in. I need to start rubbing it in because it is actually getting tacky, but as you can see, it just blends way more smoother when I let it like get tacky. It doesn't actually get to my finger as much. I don't use a brush or a beauty blender or anything like that. I feel like when I want to do a more natural look, the finger will never fail you, just like the heat of it. And I just tap, I just go like that. And then I had some blemishes up here that we're just gonna pat down. And yeah, so I don't know if you can see, it does look, you know, a little bit dark, but it's fine. I feel like I'm the only person that's gonna say this, but I kind of like when the darkness peeks through just a little bit. Like, I could obviously layer this one more time and it'll give it a little bit more coverage, but for me personally, which is why I almost stopped wearing foundation too. Now, I do want to say, I know, I recognize that my face isn't broken out and some people don't feel comfortable. I don't want to say can't, but like don't feel comfortable just walking out of the house without foundation. So if you want to do foundation, that's totally cool on you. For me, I like to have a little bit of depth in my face. Bronzer literally has never changed. This is still the same one that I have mentioned in videos and videos. Like, I use this literally every day. This thing literally does not run out. So that's how much is out, as you can see. But if I roll it all the way up, I wonder how much I have left, because I have had this. This is definitely, this sounds bad, but I feel like this is definitely expired. Like, I bought this when I still worked at Urban. Okay, I have not worked at Urban in so long. And as you can see, look how much is still left. So this is the Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick in the color Baked, and I just swear by this. I'm literally obsessed with it. I'll just go directly on my face, so I'll do a little bit under the nose, and then what I do is I draw a line first and kind of connect it to the tip of my ear, and then I'll just go like that. Literally, like, that looks like a lot, but I promise after I blend it, it is not that much. And then I'll go like this. And then something that I recently started doing is actually putting it underneath my chin, but just a little bit, because I always fear that it's not going to be the same color. Taking just a brush that looks like this. This is a BH Cosmetics brush that I got actually in a set, so I don't think they're sold individually. I'll link it down below if you are interested in this like type of brush, but I mean, I feel like brushes like this are like, you can literally find them everywhere. And yeah, I pretty much will just do this. Okay, what the heck is that? As you can see, I don't really have a technique, like, at all. I don't care. I am so messy with this bronzer because, again, I want this to look very natural. I don't want it to look like I'm super chiseled or anything like that. I almost want it to look like I have a natural tan going on, or kind of like I got sunburnt in the face. To this day, I am still using the RCMA no color powder. Like, look at that. That is so gross. I have had this for years and I still have all of this. This is just like my favorite under eye powder. I don't know, I've never really had a problem with creasing. This is the, no offense, ugliest packaging, like so inconvenient. I always have to go like this, but it's fine. We're totally fine. And I'm gonna be using a Morphe M438 brush, and it's just like perfect to really set everything underneath. Now what I do is I'll go over like this really quick to make sure I have no creasing, and then I will just lay it. It's just like perfect. Like, do you see the tip of it? I don't really let it bake. As soon as I kind of pat it down, I'll just wipe it, and then I go in with the bronzer. So the bronzer hasn't changed. It's the MAC Give Me Sun. I'll go in little motions like this, so I never go like that. I'll always go in a circular motion. And I am not afraid to pack this thing on either. Like, it probably is looking a little bit too orange on camera, but it's fine. We're fine, okay? I feel like it all like kind of fades away after a little bit and really just seeps into my skin. And as you can see, again, I'm not contouring my nose. I'm just making it look like I got some sun. And then I'll do the same on the forehead. I don't even care if it's gonna look like I have a bronzing helmet, because like I said, I feel like over like a couple, like 20 minutes, it really just all blends together. And I'll bring it down and kind of connect it, and then I'll even, you know, why not just dust it on the eyes. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush palette, and I use the color Coastline. I got this at TJ Maxx, so I don't believe you could even honestly buy this anymore, but I just, any shade that looks like this. I've never been a fan of like pinkier blushes. I feel like they make me look insane. I really like this type of tone because I feel like it blends really well with the bronzer, and again, it has kind of like an orangey tint, so it goes with the whole like sunburnt look. Smile a little bit and dab it on the cheeks and kind of bring it up. Same thing on the nose. There's literally nothing on my brush, but I'll just go ahead and dip it on the forehead also. If you guys have watched, same thing, it's the Steal It Kitten. This is just my favorite formula. I'm not a fan of chunky highlighters. My favorite highlighter formula is probably the Becca Cosmetics, like any of those. However, every time I buy one, I've said this, it just shatters. Same thing with the Jouer. I love the Jouer and Becca highlighters. They're literally my favorite, hands down. This formula reminds me of it, but I feel like the reason why it doesn't shatter is because it's kind of like a putty one. So if I actually, I don't know if it's gonna even show, but if I like press in, do you see how it like does that? It's like a weird formula, but it still applies the same, like very natural to the skin. This is the Morphe. I really don't remember what it is, but I will link it down below because I know I've had it in like previous videos, so I'll find that for you. And I'll just go like that and go down the bridge of my nose, dip a little bit more, and really get it on the ball. I really love a nice highlighted nose, but a nice sheer highlighted nose, because I feel like if I used a chunky highlighter again, it would look insane. I don't go like that. The way I apply everything is really weird because I want it to be messy and almost look natural, so I just go like this. I don't want to have a streak of highlight because I feel like that's what fan brushes do a lot of the time, is if you do that and you're not careful, it just looks like a line, and that's just not cute on me. So I'll always go like this. And yes, I do highlight my cheeks because I want that nice dewy type of look. And then anything I have excess, again, I'll do the forehead and then right here. Look how small this is. Okay, can we see how small this is? Okay, this was like very expensive, but I actually got it on sale, so to me it was worth it. And this thing is over $20, by the way, for this little thing. Now, I always used to use powder to do my beauty marks because Freck is actually used for fake freckles, but I just use it to highlight my, not highlight, but accentuate, I'm an idiot, you know, my beauty marks. And then while it dries, it looks like that. Now, of course, you can just pat it. As you can see, I did it a little bit not as obvious here. For the eyebrows, I literally only use 2 products. The last video I did, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this pencil. So this is the Focalure one, and they did send it to me, but they also sent me this not too long ago, and it's another eyebrow pencil, and I prefer this one. When I do my eyebrows, I don't really care about the products. I mean, I honestly only use this because it was sent to me and I was like, let me try this, and then I liked it. But I would happily use a brown shadow. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to purchase this. Honestly, I might repurchase this, but it's like one of those things where this is so cheap that am I really gonna make like a $3 order online just for an eyebrow pencil? Probably not. As you can see, my eyebrows, they're already pretty filled in, so don't really take advice of how I fill my eyebrows in, because I'm not someone that needs to really fill them in. I just like to darken them up. Now, again, my technique is very messy, okay? I don't care. It's very messy. I'm so sorry if this is gonna go out of focus. I feel like, because I have to look, I have to really focus when I do my eyebrows, but I will first, okay, this is really hard. I will draw a line underneath like that. Can you see that? And then I'll actually draw another line, and I don't mimic hairs or anything. I just kind of look anywhere where I feel like it needs to be darkened. I brush everything up, and once I brush it all up, it almost turns it into like a powdery type, so it really blends everything in and gets rid of the harsh lines of it, and kind of just, again, colors the brow in. I don't use this pencil to mimic fake hairs. This is definitely not a pencil for that, at least I don't think. And I'll just kind of keep repeating the process until I have like the desired dark brow that I want. The after and, you know, the before, it just kind of really gives it a little bit of color. And I use the e.l.f. mascara and like I think eyebrow gel, but I just use both for my eyebrows. And I'm just gonna go ahead and brush them up. Now I'm just gonna use this brow duo from Benefit. You can use any brown shadow, but I'm gonna use this as kind of the eyeliner. So this is a new step that I started doing, and I am using an eyeliner brush that I got in the same set as this brush. I'll drag the line out almost up to my brow a little bit. Since I am using a shadow, I can be as messy as I want, you know, it's obviously not like a liner. And I will kind of almost connect it, but as you can see, I'm going like super high, and I don't even care because it's all gonna get blended anyways. I want it to be very like smeared, and I'll just connect. So every time I do this, the wing might be thicker, it might be thinner. I'll just keep repeating that until I get like the desired length. And I kind of brought it up. Sometimes I'll even go past my eyebrow, but let's just kind of make that like a little bit more sharper, just so it kind of like fades. So this is this eye. I kind of just want the eye to like bring up, and then there is this one. I always do my mascara after I applied the eyelashes, because since the eyelashes that I use are very thin, you know, I'm not using like really heavy like fancy eyelashes. I like having a little bit of mascara on them because I feel like it blends them and almost makes it look like my lashes, not my lashes, but more like extensions. And I always use the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in black, and I will just do the inner, and then I'll actually bring it up, which is a little bit weird, but I'll actually go like this. Like, I don't know what that even does. I feel like I just want to glow everywhere. I actually got this from Janelle Selden. She always lined her lips with these two, and this is the Marc Jacobs in Eau Coco, and Marc Jacobs, I believe this is natural. Now, not natural, nudist. Now I love using this to overline my lips and really make them bigger if I want. Like, I could go really heavy handed with this and my lips will look like a completely different shape. I just love this lip pencil, and I like that this one is kind of like the twist, you know, so you don't need a sharpener or anything like that. And again, right now I'm not even overlining them, I'm just kind of following the shape and just creating it. I'll use the nudist to fill in the inside. I feel like it's just like the right amount of glam, but it's also like super quick. Like, this literally takes me like 15 minutes. I am just so lazy. I never want to do eyeshadow anymore. I never want to do foundation. So whenever I feel like I have to get ready, I will do this. Also, it's fast enough to where I can make this my everyday makeup, and I could just, you know, not wear the eyelashes. But to me, like, eyelashes are like my everyday makeup, so it doesn't even matter. But of course, you don't have to wear eyelashes. And yeah, I guess that is pretty much it for this entire video. Hopefully this answered some of your guys' questions about what I wear and things like that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.